Wab Kinew, The Reason You Walk. While The Reason You Walk does detail many accounts of the effects of residential school and the cultural battle attached, The Reason You Walk is a book about family. Family is the most important thing we as an individual have. During the 20th century, the Indigenous people of Canada faced an incredibly cruel injustice. As a white 21-year-old Canadian with roots in Germany, it is near impossible for me to relate as an outsider looking in, who has not faced many hardships in life. But if I can't relate, I can try to understand. When you are removed from your home and your parents are told that they are unfit to raise you, this outside force causes so much familial issues. Wab's father, Tobasa Naquat, dealt with burning anger for most of his life due to the experience he had. He watched his siblings being physically and sexually abused. It caused him to not be able to understand how to handle other people's problems. As he grew older, his son Daryl had experienced a hard breakup and was considering suicide. Tobasa Naquat did not understand and couldn't empathize and chased Daryl away. Daryl proceeded to take his own life. When you're a child growing up dealing with the anger of the one supposed to protect you, you can't understand that. You won't be able to reconcile with the past they might have faced. It wasn't your fault. Why must you deal with it? During my studies of the effects of residential schools, I've seen time and time again the fear Indigenous people experience when raising their own children after residential schools. How do they go back to their cultural roots? How do they raise their children properly and put their own feelings aside? Family is often something we take for granted, assuming there aren't any familial issues. It can be easy to be dismissive of how some Indigenous parents act towards their young children, but what we aren't seeing are the fact that these parents were raised being beaten and raped by priests hundreds and hundreds of miles away from their own parents. They did not get a chance to live and learn from their parents. So many parents are locked in this judgment zone where they aren't even given a chance to improve. But at the end of the day, people are people and everyone can be better. Tobasa Naquat is a prime example of an angry and hurtful parent turning into someone his children loved and respected dearly. You know you've succeeded in moving away from your bad past when your children love you for who you are after said past. On a family trip in Hawaii, Tobasa Naquat felt pain in his stomach. This was the first sign of his cancer. Now this is something I can relate to personally. My father dealt with skin and esophagus cancer in his past. The fear you feel watching a close family member fall into such a deep sickness is horrifying. Wab Kinew and his younger sister Shawan both decided that they would put their lives on hold to be there for Tobasa Naquat in his final days. He passed away December 23, 2012. Family transcends our understanding. Everyone has a different family because everyone is unique. The way a father treats their sons can differ wildly from how they treat their grandchildren, because the father has had time to grow and evolve and understand where he went wrong and come to terms with his own past. Others never sort themselves out and cause a disconnect from their children that can never be repaired. We are all individuals who deserve to learn and grow in environments free from physical and sexual abuse. We are all individuals who are looking for the reason we walk.